It now seems clear that Reformed thinking in many areas did not emerge entirely unscathed from the 19th and 20th centuries, and has need of reform in a more biblical and historical manner, not only with the doctrine of God, principles of biblical interpretation, family order and society, but also politics.
To actually get at that, we're going to have to focus on things like purpose or telos. Why are we really gathered together into society? We're going to have to talk about nature. What is a society? Is it merely a collection of individuals? We're going to have to talk about the formation process. How is society actually formed? Did God have anything to do with the founding of our nation?
But what happens when Christendom begins to fracture? Well, in the late 18th and 19th centuries, Western civilization witnessed a liberal and a secular turn, a desire to avoid the religious wars that had afflicted Europe. But the goal of this liberal order was to build society on a secular foundation, a foundation of reason and maybe perhaps some form of natural religion. Is the American regime and tradition classical republicanism? Is Aristotle looming behind us? Are we Judeo-Christian or Hebraic Protestants? Is there an American consensus or an American chimera? There are strong opinions all around, mountains of historical material to sort through, and plenty of plain facts that no one ought to be embarrassed about.
One of the most dangerous aspects of the contemporary moment is that it is a time of concerted and enforced forgetting. Our aim and work then is one of remembering and cherishing our remarkable legal inheritance emerged from the labors of centuries.
As we turn from slavery, so we can also turn from abortion, from atheism, from blasphemy, from state oppression, renewing our godly, ambitious heritage of being a city upon a hill, a light to the world of the prosperity that comes from humility before God and His law.